some tips for taking great pictures and adding them to the wiki. The first thing I always do is put my paper in a well-lit location so you get a really clear photo in the first place. And then I email it to myself. So let's check the email. There's a picture I sent to myself. I'm going to click on that and download it. There it is. Okay, well, it's clear, but it's sideways, and I don't want to put it in the wiki like that, so I'm actually going to open it in a Paint program so I can do a little bit of editing that'll make it perfect for the wiki. Now it's in a Paint program, and you can see that actually this is a huge photo, and when you go into edit mode on the wiki, it's going to be big like this and eat up the whole wiki. So the first thing I do is resize these photos. I have found that 25% usually works well for me. Now in this case it's also sideways, so we're going to use the rotate feature to turn that around. I need to rotate it left 90 degrees. There it is. It still seems kind of large for the wiki, so let's do that resize trick one more time. So in my program I choose the word resize, and you can either change the horizontal or the vertical percentage. It doesn't matter. They're both going to change when you change one of them. So I'm going to cut it by half. I'm going to say 50% of the current thing. So 50%. Okay. And that seems like a better size for the wiki. Now I'm going to select just the part of the work that I really want and get rid of those margins and that binder. So I choose the select tool, which is like a lasso tool, but it's rectangular in the Paint program. So I'm going to stretch a rectangle over the part that I want and try to get rid of any extraneous white space. That seems about right. If you like that, then you click on crop. And if you don't like it, then you can just click off to the side and try again. That happens sometimes. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, that's what I want. Crop, perfect. So this looks perfect. It's not going to take up too much space, but it's clear to read. So now I need to save it as a file so I can upload it to Blackboard. Okay, and I have a special folder for my Blackboard pictures because I do a lot of this. So in my case, I usually call it something that has to do with what unit it's in and what problem number it is. And I've already done this once, so I'm going to call it 15B this time. All right, and I'm done with Paint program. So now I need to go to Blackboard. Here's my wiki page. I'm just going to pick a wiki page towards the back that's kind of blank right now for demonstration purposes. So you need to go into edit mode. Notice I've done everything I needed to do with that photo before I click on edit mode. You don't want to have edit mode go on for any longer than is necessary, so I make sure that I've already edited my photo and saved it as a file before I get to this step. Now I'm ready. So you scroll down into the space anywhere you want that photo to be and choose the photo button. It's right next to the paperclip. And it's going to ask you to browse your computer to find the photo. So let's go do that. And I have it. Here's the photo that I just saved a few minutes ago. So I'm going to choose that and it comes up. The image description is actually pretty important. So whenever I post images, I give a brief description of any photo that I post. And that way, if anyone's using a reader program that needs to know what the photo is, who can't see it clearly, it'll explain what it is. So I'm going to say that this is a sample space for probability. And let's insert that. And there's my picture, and you can see that it's a pretty good size for the wiki. Don't forget to hit submit as soon as possible to make sure that it gets saved right away. And there's your wiki photo. I hope that's helpful.